She'll give a big hand for errors that blow.
We're taking a deep breath and another deep breath. Yet again, we have an old man with us, unshaven, as am I myself, but it's Edgar Snowden here. And my brother Eddie's going to get a pardon, I heard.
Yes,
I heard Obama. Obama.
No way.
Obama's going to pardon.
No way.
Yes, he's going to pardon him.
Is this true?
Is it true? I hope so.
I doubt it.
I have it from. We've been surveilling the surveillors, and it looks like that's what they're doing, because that's going to elect Hillary, because Trump's ahead now.
Trump is ahead now?
He is.
Oh, good.
Oh God, he's a Trumpenik, a Treifenik.
What do those words mean?
Oh, they're words that you should know. They are.
Well,
I'm not kidding.
You want to tell me?
No, I'm going to take a deep breath. We don't have enough time to tell you the words and tell you the story too. Trumpenik is a faker.
Oh.
A faker. Like Shlogan Kaporis, like swinging the chicken around the head in Yom Kippur.
That's not fake.
Oh, another country heard from. That's straight from the Koran. Okay. We're here because Mikey himself wanted to read from the Koran. He has a story. This is the part of the Koran that got excluded.
I'm not going to read, but...
He's going to drop things all over the place. But that's okay. We allow for that.
See,
in a place like this.
This is the story.
Okay, this is the story.
It was a story from the Dr.
Seuss.
Rachel Naomi Remen.
Rachel Naomi Remen.
Naomi.
Oh, Naomi Klein.
So it begins.
Yes.
With one of the people coming to her for help. She's a psychologist or psychiatrist. And
or a psycho. She might be a psycho.
He has bone cancer, this 24-year-old.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. That's not a good start.
And doctors had to cut off one of his legs.
Cut off one of his legs?
Yep.
Ooh, yuck.
Save him.
Yuck.
And he hated all well people.
He hated all well people. Hate is something that we know about.
Yes. I don't know. Do you know that? I know
about it.
I know
something about hate myself.
I have a poem that it's called Jacob's Ladder.
Ooh, stay focused, Mikey. Okay.
So
stay focused. Okay.
So he hated everybody. He thought it was so unjust.
Unjust.
That he would lose a leg, and you had two legs.
Oh yes, I can see how he would make a comparison.
Especially you. He just didn't think it was fair.
It isn't.
No,
it isn't. But the psychologist is going to help him out. That's my sense of the arc of this story.
Yes.
After
2 years.
2 years. It took her a long time to help him out.
He began, according to her words, come out of himself.
Oh.
We know what it's like to be trapped in ourselves, don't we?
We do. Especially when we're one-legged.
And he decided, after he came out of himself, that he would go to the hospital that he'd been treated in and try to cheer up other people who were as depressed as him.
He
was.
Okay. Sounds like he's turning out to be a nice guy.
And like my friend Johnny Strauss, who goes to...
Johnny! I know Johnny.
Yeah, he goes to veterans' homes. He suffers from being sleepy almost all the time.
Narcolepsy.
So, that's another word for that, but I forget. But he goes to the veterans' home and cheers up veterans by singing to them and talking with them.
And falling asleep.
And I don't think he falls asleep when he's with them, but I don't know.
Oh, maybe he does.
I forget what that's called, but people are just tired all the time.
Narcolepsy.
No, I think that's another word.
It's when you actually fall asleep.
Yes, no, I think it's just very, very tired. So he goes into this woman's room who has had a double mastectomy, both her breasts.
Wow. Gone.
And the radio's on, and she is too depressed to even notice him.
I know how she would, well, I think I know how she would feel.
I get that, every many days, but it leaves me after I stay with it for 2-3 hours.
It probably feels like Adlai Stevenson felt.
So she's lying there,
She's lying there.
and she doesn't pay any attention to him.
Oh, I can see why not, because she's depressed.
And he wants to get her attention.
Oh, you know, getting people's attention is a tricky thing, as we know, Mikey.
But because?
Because sometimes you get people's attention and they don't thank you for it. They don't take a deep breath.
I don't quite understand that, but you can explain it if you want to.
Well, we'll go on with the story.
Wow.
Circle back.
Wow. This is Focus City.
Oh, this is Focus City. We're laser sharp here on our show.
So
we only have 27 minutes,
He
you know.
takes off his artificial leg.
Oh, he takes off and he hits her over the head. No, he doesn't. He has some moments of hate. He has like a relapse and he hits her over the head. And when she wakes up, she feels a lot better. Isn't that the story, Mikey? That's not the story.
Another version.
That's a different
That
story.
does not make this book
Oh,
stories of the spirit.
stories. That didn't make the cut. Okay, now we'll tell it your way,
So
Mikey.
he takes off his artificial leg.
It's prosthetic we call it.
Wow. And even if we didn't know the name of when you feel sleepy all the time, beside narcolepsy, it might come to me.
Yes.
Chronic something. Chronic sleep disorder? Is that no? It doesn't mean something close
Chronic
to that.
fatigue syndrome?
Something like that, yes.
Oh, yes, I did it.
Yes, you did.
Oh, good.
So he takes off his artificial leg and starts dancing to the music on the radio.
Wow, how can he dances on one leg?
On one leg, hopping around.
Wow, hopping around. Wow, he must have good balance.
And that does get her attention.
Oh, I can imagine.
And she looks up and she's this depressed woman and she says, "If you can dance, I can sing." And she starts singing to the radio.
Oh.
La 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 la. And he leaves after they talk a little.
Mm.
And next time he goes to visit his therapist, he tells her the story. He's very touched himself.
Yes.
And she says, well, maybe this is the time to look back at where we've been and where we are now. And she takes out work that he's done for 2 years for other therapy.
Gosh.
And there's one picture he picks out and he says, "Oh, I did this, didn't I?" And he said, "Yes." He said, "Oh, you asked me to draw a picture of my body 2 years ago."
Wow.
So I drew this vase and put a big black crayon in the middle to show you that it was cracked. And he said, "But it's not finished." And he took a yellow crayon and drew it over the entire crack.
Did that fix it up?
Well, it made it look very different.
Made it look yellow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yellow
I'm
coming
pretty
through.
quick on the uptake on
Yellow
these
coming
things.
through the black.
Yellow coming through the black.
And she said, what's going on? And he said, well, the broken places are where the light comes through.
Oh. I think she stole that story because I've heard that before.
That's her story.
Oh, that's her story. Maybe they stole it from her. Oh, you never know whose story a story like that is, because.
Well, if it's in the book with your name next to it,
Oh, then you can claim it.
you get this pretty.
Oh, it's pretty definitive. That's what you think, at least.
So that is the story I wanted to share.
Oh, good. Okay.
That was it.
Oh, that's it.
I think this story maybe of my life too, in the crack places, which were not just one, but many.
Multiple cracks.
Multiple cracks.
Yes.
And the light does come through,
Yes.
whatever the light is.
And it blinds you.
Among other things, yes.
Among other things, yes.
Arrogance me, I should say.
Hubris.
Yes, very much.
Hubris.
Confusing.
Confusing.
We have time.
Sedoodled.
We have time if you want for a story that I think you'd love that's very connected to this.
Oh, see, this is the thing about Mikey. You bring him in for one story and he sneaks in.
Not sneaking.
Sneaking. Yes, that's true. He did ask.
Perfectly happy.
Oh, he's happy.
To not have it.
See, he's happy with the broken places.
Wow. Maybe we can just talk about that without the story.
Yes.
So what about you? Now I went to Quaker meeting, unbeknownst to me, and they talked about
Unbeknownst to you?
Well, I didn't know what it really involved. I was just taking it when I was a high school student.
Oh, you're talking about an old, because you're not a high school student anymore.
Well,
you'd have to shave if you were going to be a high school student.
Not necessarily.
Oh, I don't know. In my school, you would.
Is that true?
Is that true?
You had a slight shave.
What is truth?
So,
the
light the Quakers talk about is an inner light.
Inner? It's not yellow.
I guess if you drew it.
If you drew it, or if you drew it out.
If you drew it out, when I look at it, it feels kind of yellow. Not really even golden yellow.
Golden, like Goldilocks.
Now the sun looks yellow. It doesn't look golden, right?
Well, I guess it depends on how far up it is.
But in the middle of the day, it's more.
The middle of the day, it looks more yellowish to me.
Yeah,
to me at least.
Oh, you're so humble. You're not
claiming
the truth.
I know, it's true.
So. So is this true for you? You have not been broken the same way.
Different places broken.
Yes?
Yes.
And do you feel light coming through?
Well, light coming through. Right now, I would say the light keeps to itself and it minds its own business. And
but light shines though. That's its business.
Oh,
that's its job.
Oh, that's its job. But the light that I have keeps to itself.
Oh, Joshua.
Yes.
Says some people call him Jesus. Says,
"Come to Jesus."
He says, "Don't hide your light under your bed."
Oh, under your bed, your second best bed. That you can make a play out of that.
Yes.
Romeo and Juliet, we'll call it.
So your light keeps to itself?
Yes.
Would you say it's yours?
Whoa, no. It's not personal.
Oh, wow.
It's not personal. Up close, it's not personal. Up close, you practice intention and intuition, and you improvise your inspiration around your aspiration.
That's beautiful. Did you say that again? We can now.
I'm gonna take a deep breath, Mikey.
No, it's
I'm gonna
great.
take a deep breath.
Great that you couldn't.
Yeah, well, I could.
Oh, you could say it again?
I could.
Oh, okay.
You practice intention and intuition around what inspires you and what you aspire to, you improvise.
No, I don't understand the word around. I love it, but what does it mean? You practice?
Around, you circle around the stupa, and the center of gravity
So you
is
practice
the place where you feel
inspiration and
aspiration,
aspiration and intention
improvisation.
and improvisation
Yes.
around
Around your intuition as to what your intent is.
Would you dare I ask for an example?
Dare I ask? Dare I ask? Well, just this morning, I was trying to get to 36 because 36 is an important number. Excellent number. If you get to 36 deep breaths and you go half speed, by the time you do that, you can be here now. And once you can be here now, you can channel Ram Dass, because Ram Dass is one of my great heroes. And when that happens, you can do what you need to do, and the place is yours. It's like you're here at Hamlin, and it's the Buddhist, Baptist, artist, autist, and it's the home for the hospiceless, and everybody's welcome. Whiskers or no whiskers,
Oh, good.
bearded or unbearded,
Lucky me.
mastectomized or un, legs or not, everybody's welcome. And the spirit shines.
The spirit shines.
Yes. It shines on a Goldilocks gradient. And it goes toward the Golden Medina by the Golden Rule.
So, is what you're talking about happening now between us, or in you, or in me?
Yes.
So could we look at it closely?
I don't know.
Oh, good. I'll try. You can
Okay.
stop me. You're not shy.
I'm not shy.
So
Okay.
my intuition, I begin there.
You can begin there, but I just want to tell you, I like Ike.
Okay. My intuition.
Yes.
So what is my intuition now to speak? That's my intuition.
I want you, before you speak though, I want you to think of Woodstock.
Okay. That would be an intention. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah.
And that was my intuition.
So, I mean, I love the way, I think it was Richie Havens
Richie Havens,
sang
yes.
the Beatles song.
Yes.
How would you feel if I sang?
Yeah.
That was great.
And Joe Cocker sang a Beatles song too.
Or maybe it was
With
Joe
a little
Cocker.
help from my friends.
Maybe I think of Joe Cocker then.
Richie Havens did sing there.
Yeah. So I have an intuition.
Mm-hmm.
Your intention was to get me to think of Woodstock, which makes me be touched
It's coming up, the 50th reunion.
Fine. And then what else is it? Intuition, intention. My intention is to, I'm not sure, my intention was to tell a story.
Oh, you did?
And now I don't have any intention except to respond to you. And to investigate what you were saying, which sounded so at least interesting and maybe important. Now my aspiration, is that different than my intention?
Yes.
The IMOA?
Your aspiration is a stated goal.
And that's not the same as intention?
You got me there.
I'm not meaning to. They feel tiny bit different.
Intention is more internal. Aspiration is more accomplishing something in the outside world.
So my intention could be to connect in a good flow with you here.
Yes.
And my aspiration might be, which it isn't, to, well, maybe it could be, to understand the light more that you say you keep inside and it keeps to itself.
Yes.
But you feel that you are doing that?
Yes.
Or you are keeping your light in. So you're not like the song, "This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine."
It's a practice. It's like navel gazing. And when that practice aligns you, when the chakras and the auras and the feng shui and the kundalini are all aligned, you get things begin to rise.
Things meaning?
Inspirational things.
Oh, inside. Right?
Yes, it arises and bubbles over.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, that's very nice. And that happens to you every day, I think.
Well, some days,
Yeah.
not every day,
Oh.
but some days, most days I would say for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like, because extinction 2112, the moment when the human species will extinguish itself, is arriving inexorably. Those of us who realize that, us 36, the Lamed here at Hamlin, we need an antidote, because that's heavy lifting to realize that.
Well, why would it be different than we knowing we're going to die?
Well, that's a really good question, and that is the central question of the practice that I imagine for us 36.
Most species die.
It's different when you're going to die, but when you know your children and grandchildren and the whole species is going to die,
Like most
it's
species.
a different.
Yes, like most species.
Yes, but not so quick. Not in 100 years. It doesn't.
Well, dinosaurs.
And not usually, but they
Dinosaurs
don't
weren't
usually
quickly.
know. I think there's a particular thing about knowing the end is near.
I just heard that from that tape, that CD you liked about 100 objects, that there was a very, for its time, advanced civilization in Pakistan, India, that cut down all the wood around it and climate changed themselves to death. And there's the myth that Atlantis did that too. So can we come to peace with that fact that this usually
Well,
happens?
the antidote
Yes.
is relational.
Yeah.
And in that relation, one can feel the enoughness of this here now.
Yes, you helped me with that.
And that has a vibrational quality that us 36, you amongst them.
Wow. Are you the person who decides?
Absolutely. Absolutely. As you well know.
So I'm one of the people who take more than their fair share of the suffering, and
Oh,
so other people can have less.
yes.
That's what the love
The antidote. You're one of the people who stays intentional about the antidote. Because if extinction 2112 is the epi-Inca, the epi-suchness,
Yeah.
the epi-satori,
We have 45 seconds. Yeah.
we have 45 seconds.
Yes, you can finish this.
Oh, but we can take a deep breath.
Oh, and not finish this thought. That's an example.
Yes, we can
We had
feel.
enough.
We have an antidote.
We
The
don't
antidote.
even need to know it.
The antidote
Just to
is
feel
happening.
enough.
Yes,
Feel
feel enoughness.
This moment
feel
is
the
enough.
enoughness.
Now, is this enoughness different than enough? And I could probably talk while you probably wouldn't mind it. I don't think. I think I'd rather do May the light shine in the Om